Welcome back, everybody. Fantasy Endgame live with you once again on Thursday night, aka the beginning officially of another week of football. Thursday night football is just about 2 hours away, a little bit over, and we're gonna be with you for just over 2 hours to help you answer your start sit questions. You got anything going on tonight? Vikings, Chargers. All right, we're gonna make sure you get the lineup set right, and it's definitely not too early to ask for Sunday, Monday, week 11, week 12. That might be a little early. Still feels a little early to me. Got some people asking way ahead of time. Like, come on, let's slow your roll. But I mean, we'll answer them too. It's not like we didn't, right?
Right. We'll answer them. I mean, we probably won't give you the answer you want, but we'll answer them.
Correct. Much like a kicker question. We won't refuse to answer it. This might not be the answer you want, but we're going to try to make sure we get everybody's lineup set to win once again, because week 8 is here. And look, this should be a good one. I don't know if it could possibly top the Icy Hot Bowl from last week, but we got two pretty good teams, the Vikings and the Chargers. Got Justin Herbert, very good quarterback, and then Carson Wentz. You got a stud receiver, Justin Jefferson. Addison's looking good. You have all sorts of receivers, and now even a tight end for the Chargers that you might want to start, Ronnie Getson. So I do want to, maybe for people who weren't here last night on the live show, or maybe even Tuesday, kind of key some people in. You seem to like Kamani Vidal quite a bit this week. I mean, not going crazy. He's not in the boom video. You don't think he's going to explode,
No.
but you think he's very startable.
Yeah, well, he couldn't be on the boom video because it comes out tomorrow, so I would be a little. Although if he booms tonight, maybe I'll just pretend like we no.
Film it afterwards.
Like I swear it was already filmed. Yeah, I think he's very startable. I'm not gonna go crazy here because it's Kimani Vidal. But you got to think. I mean, if you look at it last week, not a great game for Vidal, but the Chargers threw the ball 48 times. They were playing from behind, pretty much the entire game there. Don't think that's going to be the case this week against Carson Wentz and the Vikings. But also, you look at it tonight. You just look at the matchup. 67% of his runs are those outside zone runs. He averages 5.6 yards per carry on those runs. Vikings are allowing 1.5 yards more per carry on those outside runs versus those inside runs. I just think this is a good schematic matchup for Vidal against the defense that you generally want to run the ball against if you can. So, no, not going crazy. I have him barely in the solid starts. He's right there with Khalil Shakir. So that should give you an idea of how I feel about him. Don't think he's going to have a huge game, but especially this week with all the buys and the running backs, I think you could do worse than Vidal.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. For the most part, I mean, he might. I don't do weekly rankings anymore because I found that it's really just a waste of time, and it's just not really helpful, right? You've never been a big rankings guy because it's so much context that matters, right? Like this guy or that guy. So I'm gonna say he's this or that number, but RB whatever. It depends on your team and all the situations, but for the most part, I think he might be considered a low end RB2, if for what that's worth, with all the buys, right? He's kind of right there, a high end flex, low end RB2, depending on the depth of your league, So look, I will say I like Khalil Shakir this week a lot too. In fact, I just did a line, I got to get the profit boosts. I just did some underdog, and I did take Shakir. So, for what that's worth, got upside, right? Got upside. There's no guarantee here, not the featured part of this offense. He's definitely the lead back, though. Vidal is definitely the lead back. Haskins is out, right? And he out?
Haskins is out. That's another thing. Yes, Haskins is out.
I mean, as if that, well, that doesn't matter much. Well, it matters because they don't have a plan B, an option. Then I don't even know, who is the other running back that they have? Honestly, I don't even know.
Good question.
So there you go. I can't even think about it. And we eat, breathe, and sleep football, and I can't even think of who it might be. I'm sure it'll come to me, but it doesn't matter. So yeah, Vidal is interesting. What about those receivers for the Chargers? Because now you're who's going to go off and who isn't? Who's going to score? They can't all score. Vikings also a pretty good defense, but they're not particularly tough against wide receivers specifically. I feel like each of them is startable.
Oh yeah.
in different formats, do you have a better feeling? I mean, I know it's not a feeling thing. I know you've studied all the coverages and the schemes and all that. So who probably matches up best against this Vikings defense? If you had to pick Ladd, Keenan, QJ, or who do you just think is going to get more attention from Herbert?
Well, yeah, I don't know if any of them match up better. I will say I think QJ probably has the worst matchup because you look at the two outside corners there for the Vikings. Isaiah Rodgers has been great this year. Byron Murphy's been so he's probably going to see a decent amount of both those guys. So he'll get some chances against Byron Murphy, but he'll also have to contend with Isaiah Rodgers quite a bit. I think Ladd and Keenan are the ones I feel better about tonight because they do operate more out of the slot, more in that Z role where they're off the line of scrimmage. If I had to rank them, I'd probably go Ladd, Keenan, QJ, but I think they're all in play this week.
Yep, that's just about where I would put them probably. QJ startable again to me, more high upside flex, kind of needs that touchdown. I will just say this real quick. We were all pretty shocked at the fact that number one, Quentin Johnson was the number one receiver, not just for the Chargers to start the season, but one of the top fantasy producers for like 3 weeks or 4 weeks? How long that glorious ride lasted. But the Chargers were so pass heavy. And this was, mind you, before Najee got hurt and then before Hampton got hurt. And they were passing and passing and passing. And this is Greg Roman, the offensive coordinator. This is a guy who is known for wanting to run the ball, right? This is what we thought all last year and going into the season. They want to run the ball and control the run game on defense. And it was like a complete reversal. And they're sort of having to pass the ball now just because all the running backs are hurt. But I think to some extent, they wanted to start the season catching teams off guard, going against the tendencies, doing what you're not expecting, covering Quentin Johnston, right? Not trying to stop the running game, but trying to stop those receivers. So I feel like, I'm not saying it was like a fluke or like he'll do nothing rest of the season, but yeah, I don't think we're getting that QJ back. Like in the first 3 weeks, I think it's pretty clear. It's going to be kind of more like what it has been. So Ladd, anybody who did kind of buy low on Ladd, you're probably going to be okay.
Yes.
I think so. So you do have quite a few questions, I'm sure, about what to do because there's some guys who are those like fringe bubble players. Jordan Mason, like, do you really want to start him? Jordan Addison, Hawkinson, even Vidal. It all depends. So that's why we're here. We're going to answer your questions. And before we do, the one thing I do feel really good about tonight, I think Justin Herbert gets a yard, at least one. I'm not sure how many he'll get, but maybe a little bit higher than 0. So this could get you some money. I'll tell you how, because if you are a new customer on Underdog, you get a free pick, right? This is the gimme. It's Justin Herbert getting more than 0 yards. Take the higher, and you still have a couple hours left to do that. So this is Justin Herbert getting yard, and you get this pick, the free pick on Underdog, if you sign up using code ENDGAME as a new customer. So sorry if you already are on Underdog, you've already got your gimme pick, but you do get something else. I'll tell you in a second. But you also get up to $1,000 of bonus cash for your initial deposit. They'll match half depending on what you put in. Remember, use code ENDGAME when you sign up. And you also will get an extra $100 of bonus funds as soon as you play $5 towards any pick. So you sign up, you get bonus cash for your deposit match, and then you get the free pick. You combine it with any pick. $5 is all it takes to get another $100 in your account, just like that. And everybody gets profit boosts for another week because it's still Boosttober. Unlimited 30% boosts. That's right. You can just keep using it every single day. You get another profit boost. And in fact, today I saw in my lobby a 40% boost. So it's not just 30%. Sometimes you get even higher. The other day, I swear I saw a 50% one. So always check, right? Once you sign up on Underdog, you keep using their money to win more of their money. That's weird, but that's what they want you to do. So try it. If you haven't tried it yet, definitely a good time to do that. All right. And then I know we're going to get to your questions. We only got 2 hours tonight, but I also have to tell you another thing that's free. It's Draft Lane. This is our app, and this is where we can answer your questions any time of the day. And I'll show you what it looks like here. You also, not only is it a free download for the App Store and the Play Store, if you use code ENDGAME right here in the settings section where it says promo code, you get 10 free points, and you can use those points to ask your questions. These users right here have already done that. Take advantage of it. Got the promo here. And so we're going to do these. We left these. We've been answering questions all day, and as we do every day. But these are pressing because they're for tonight's game. All right, Chris, let's put it to the test.
All right,
Start Vidal tonight, or wait for Kyle Monangai or possibly Tyler Algier. But let's take a look. So this user is on, I think it was Yahoo, if I saw correct. We can actually look at the roster. Oh, we got Chuba in there. Chuba and Vidal and Gadsden.
Yeah, the DeAndre Swift. So he was limited today. So probably going to play. So who's he got? We got London Igbuka. That's nice. Chuba Vidal. Yes, it's Sutton. Who's on the bench? Well, Charbonnet's on bye. Monangai.
Flacco, but he's got Drake May. I don't think we're doing that.
No.
Kyron's on bye. This is just kicker defense IR.
Yeah, I think I think I would just roll with what he's got. I mean, look, I think what I would do, I would roll with Vidal tonight. And if somehow Swift misses, I would put Monangai in over Chuba.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was thinking. Vidal, you can't wait.
Right.
I would put Vidal. I think you probably got Vidal over Chuba.
Yes.
Because Chuba, at the very least, it's pretty much 50-50. Let's just call it. It's a timeshare with Rico, and Rico was better. Maybe Chuba gets a little more touches. Maybe he's a little bit better, but still. Vidal's getting all the touches in the backfield because we can't even name the backup running back. So let's go Vidal over Chuba. But if that's what I've been telling everybody who asked about Monangai, I know I put him on the waiver video. But again, he does have potential standalone value this week if you need him, but only over certain running backs. Like, I'm okay with him over Chuba because it's a very similar situation, and he has a better matchup. So actually, I'd be okay with it, but I'd really rather only play him if Swift is out. So what about Gadsden, Mason Taylor?
I think, I like Mason Taylor, but I think you got to take a chance on Gadsden tonight and see what he does.
Yeah, the matchup obviously favors Taylor. Come on, there's still a low floor because the matchup favored Mason Taylor last week. So let's keep Vidal in there tonight. You can leave Chuba at RB2, but if Swift is out, tell me if you agree with this, or limited on Sunday, you can put Monangai over Chuba.
Yes.
Everything else looks right. Okay, and then we have another Gadsden question from up here. It looks like we just got another question. Starting Achane, Cook, Dalvin Cook? What? Javonte Williams, Rice, Sutton, and Gadsden. All right, let's see what's going on here. Got Keenan Allen on the bench.
Can't be Dalvin Cook. No one has Dalvin Cook.
No, I think it's probably James Cook. It is James Cook, thankfully. Daniel Jones, Rashee Rice, Sutton, Achane, Cook. Yes, this is a pretty good team. Javonte at the flex. Ooh, Rashad White is on the bench. Tet's on the bench. Keenan's on the bench. Any changes?
Oh, man. Rashad White on the bench?
Yeah, but you can't sit Achane or Cook.
No, and I can't sit Sutton or Rashee Rice for Keenan. I mean, the guy's just got a great team. It's just, yeah, a lot of good players on the bench. What are you going to do?
Would you consider? Probably not. Just throwing it out there. Javonte. Would you like Rashad White better than Javonte?
I mean, that one is close, but I don't know. Javonte's been so good. How do you bench Javonte?
Yeah, I don't think I could. Rashad White, obviously a great matchup because it's the Saints, but Javonte gets the revenge game. So, yeah. And then Gadsden Taylor, I have the same thing. Keenan can't go over Sutton, right?
No, I don't think Keenan can go over Sutton or Rice. No.
All right, now here's the tough one. Saved it for last. We got 2 kickers. Steady Eddie or Kaimi can't hit the broadside of a fair barn.
Is that really how? Is he bad? I mean, I guess if he's
No.
bad, you go with Eddie.
I was just trying to find a clever nickname.
Oh.
They play each other. Texans, Niners. Who gets more field goals?
I don't know. Probably the Texans, I guess, because they get close but can't score.
All right, then we're going with Fairbairn.
That's my logic. That's all I got.
At least we can say we did something. All right. Don't start Dalvin Cook.
I honestly don't even want to change their kicker because what if we're wrong?
Okay.
Let them be wrong with the kicker they already had.
As far as I know, Eddie has been steady. He's been making all his field goals, so let's just do it. Okay.
I mean, he's in the 49ers offense. Can't be too bad, right?
No changes here. You've got good players on the bench, but nobody worth benching your starters for. All right, so it's simple as that. Again, you can ask your questions at any time. You don't have to wait for the live stream. And just like you saw here, Yahoo Sleeper users sync your leagues, and we can see. Actually, let's just make sure this is not for tonight. Okay. Well, let's do it real quick here. Unless you want to save it for an hour, we can do that.
Yeah, we can save it. I'm sure we'll get more, but I'll be checking them as we do it here. In fact, we already got another one. We're already up to 2.
All right. Well, good. Glad y'all are taking advantage. Again, it's free. Why not? Why not take advantage of the free stuff? All right. So we'll get back to that question before the game starts. We always do. But let's start with the super chats and the member comments and as many of the others as we can possibly do. I want to try to give everybody some proper due here, but only got so much time. Let's start with Bob. Bob was first here. Appreciate you, Bob. Got a good team, which, by the way, he's 6-1. So I love it. Molly was like, yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But try to make a trade. I mean, dude, does this team need a trade? I don't think so.
I mean, every team could use a trade if it makes you better, but yeah, sometimes, like I said, sometimes the best trades you make are the ones you don't make. I mean, Bijan Jacobs, you're great there. We'll have to monitor AJB. He's missed the last 2 practices, but it sounds like it's more like precautionary. He's going to be fine. You got Ibuka, Dunze Pickens. You got good tight ends. You got Mayfield, Daniel Jones. I mean, yeah, unless you can pull off like a 2-for-1 and get an upgrade to another stud somewhere, there's really no need to here. This team doesn't need to make a trade.
Yeah, you don't need anything. The only time I'll say too is if you got a stack team, sometimes like, oh, I don't need anything. If you want to trade is if there's like an obvious sell high, right? Like, I know, I'm sorry, this doesn't help you now, but like a week ago, you could have traded Rico, but it's fine that you didn't. He still has some value, but if you could have gotten something great for him, But anyways, no, I don't see anything you need to do. All right, let's help Chuck McDiesel. So tonight's game, we talked about this, QJ or Addison?
I'm going to go Addison. I like Addison in this matchup tonight.
Yep, I'm going Addison as well. It's been good, even if Wentz hasn't been that great. So there it is. Juicy Boosie, also nice and early. These are comments from several hours ago. So it's a big week here. It's 4-3. This is where he can separate himself from the pack. Start 3, Keenan, Pickens, Ted, Brees, Terry.
I'm going to go Pickens, Keenan, Brees. Even though it does sound like Terry's playing, this is not a great matchup for Terry with Mariota. Not a great spot for Ted this week. Again, doesn't sound like it's going to be Bryce Young. It sounds like it's going to be Andy Dalton. He didn't practice again today, so.
Yeah, I'm okay sitting Ted. And Terry, don't want to get too excited. But Terry and Debo did practice today. I feel like we heard that last week he got some limited practice. I do feel like he should come back.
No, today they were both full.
They
And
were both
remember,
full. Yeah. Well, I'm saying,
today is like their Wednesday. So being full on Wednesday, I feel like okay, they're probably both playing.
yeah. Well, that's right. I forgot because they play Monday night.
Yeah. So this
Yeah.
is like their first practice of the week. So already being like full is a good sign. Good sign.
Right. But as we say on the wide receiver video, that doesn't mean we feel great about him this week in fantasy. I mean, you can play him, but I would rather have Keenan. Khalekid, 2 receivers, 2 running backs in the flex. Chase, London, Pickens, Judkins, White, Chase Brown, Vidal.
I mean, you got to play Chase. I think you got to play London. You got to play Judkins and Rashad White here. Man.
Pickens is a tough one because he's been great, but now Denver, Sertan.
But can I put Vidal over? I mean, I do have Vidal over Pickens, but it's very close. Like it's like right there. I don't know. I think in PPR I go Pickens still. That one is very tough.
Yeah, I mean Pickens is tough because we don't know. He's going to be one of those like kind of makes a big play or does nothing. I feel like he's either going to catch a touchdown or give you nothing. Don't feel a big game for him. I almost feel like Vidal, I know he's going to have a higher floor. So to some extent, this might be what you're looking for, right? I'm okay putting Vidal in there, but yeah, Pickens gives you more ceiling. That's typically what we say. Zachary Mudd at RB2. Pollard or Monangai? This is exactly what I was talking about earlier. You could start him if you need to.
Yeah, I might just go Monangai here. I don't feel good about Pollard at all.
Yeah. I mean, even if Swift is good to go, I just take Monangai in that matchup. And then May or Caleb Williams?
I think you got to go May.
Yeah. A couple of people I've seen, one on Draftling and one on here, were like, well, it's a tough matchup. Not so much for May, though, right? He's in a good spot. Pretty good.
Yeah, but to me, May's at the point where I'm like, I mean, yeah, it is a tough matchup, but it's like, do we even care at this point?
Right. He's been good, even in tough matchups. Kind of like with Dak against Denver. Like you just keep rolling with him, you'll be okay. CJHTX now needs a running back in a flex. Judkins, White, Mason, Ladd, and Diggs.
All right, White's going to be the running back. I think Diggs is going to be the flex.
Yeah, so you can sit those players for tonight's game. Benny Black is back. He's got 2 questions. So let's start with the first one. Which old man put behind center, Rodgers or Flacco this week?
I'll go Rodgers, I think.
It's technically a revenge game for both of them. I think it's a little more vengeful for Rodgers. No, I think that game's just going to be more high scoring, right? I know I just said Flacco, they're going to pass because that's just what the Bengals do, but I think Rodgers will need to pass more. 2 running backs, 2 receivers, a flex, and a tight end. Okay, so between these options, I wonder, would you pick Vidal here?
No, I can't. I mean, I personally cannot put Vidal over Swift or even Scadaboo. I've actually got Scadaboo ahead of Swift myself. I don't think I can sit Scadaboo. We need 2 running backs. Yeah, I'm going to go Swift and Scadaboo. I think you got to go JJ London. And again, like Vidal, Pickens, it's full PPR. I think I want the wide receiver. Like, yeah, maybe Vidal is a little safer. And it's hard. I mean, that's hard to say Vidal is safe. But, True. Yeah, I'm going to go Pickens at the flex in full PPR.
And then Mason Taylor or the Muth at tight end.
I got to still go Mason Taylor here.
Yeah, I think we have to realize the Muth explosion was mainly because of the defense, is the Bengals. And then we have Hendo, RJ Harvey, or Burchard Smith. Tell me it's the bipocalypse without telling me it's the bipocalypse.
Let's just go RJ Harvey. At least he catches some passes. I don't know. Wow, how'd that happen? How'd we get here? How'd we get here, Benny?
Buys and injuries. It's an annual ritual. All right, and then here's Benny again. Vidal, Mason, Chuba, Pacheco, Isaiah Davis, London, Tet Aronde already has Ferg at tight end. So we need one running back, two receivers, and a flex.
Yeah, I think here I am going to go Vidal at running back. I'm going to go London. I can't. I don't think I can put Tez over Tet. I'm going to go London and Tet at wide receiver. But I will. Well, I don't know. I think I might flex Mason tonight. Mason Tez. That one's close. That one is close. Well, if you're going to play Mason, don't put him in the flex. But it's PPR. Maybe I go Tez just because it's PPR. Again, Mason's going to get more touches, but Aaron Jones back. Maybe I'll just go Tez. That one is tough. Mason Tez is tough.
Yeah, I'm leaning Tez. If it's my team, this is always the answer. If it was my team, I would flex Tez. I got Tez in a couple of leagues where I'm flexing him. Not going crazy, not sitting, George Pickens for him. I'm not sitting good players for him, but I can flex him this week. So, yeah, agree with that. So we said Vidal, London, Tez. And then Mason or Monangai.
Mason. I'll go Mason tonight.
Yeah, in that case, I'll go Mason. And thank you for the reminder. Subscribe. Anybody you watching here right now? Got almost 400 viewers. Any of you have not yet hit subscribe? We definitely appreciate if you do that. Help us out. We're almost getting to 100K. And we definitely would appreciate your help in getting there. We want you to not miss out on any of our videos or streams because we're trying to help you out. Bobby Brook, longtime member. Yeah, Evans, not exactly feeling great if you have Evans here. So let's see what we can do this week. 1, 2, 2, and 1. Love or Flacco?
Still got to go Love here.
I guess. Jacobs, Javante, Kamara, Dowdle, Harvey. Probably the first two.
Yeah, definitely the first two.
And then JJ Rice, probably those first three, right?
Yes. Can't bench those guys. Yes. You still got a good team.
It's 5 and 2. Trade McMillan and Ferguson, Mason for Igbuka. Like one of those?
Yeah, I think so. I think I would. I would. I mean, Igbuka, we got to feel really good about Igbuka now. He's going to be the guy pretty much rest of the season. So I would.
Yeah, that's not too much to give up. I mean, you got to prefer Igbuka to McMillan rest of season. And then like Ferguson's been good. Obviously, he's been really good at tight end. But if you have a good tight end, it's not like you can't part with him to upgrade a receiver. And Mason now is going to split touches with Aaron Jones. I don't think I'd be okay parting with him if he's your RB3 or 4. So, yeah, make your team better. Fred Boone. Hits Mason or Booty at the flex.
I'm going to go Jordan Mason here. He should still get most of the run, goal line, or touchdown potential here. Booty, do not like him this week at all. Pitts is like fine if you need a tight end. I'm going Jordan Mason.
Yeah, not feeling great about Pitts, and you're definitely not feeling good about Booty. Neither am I. Alexander's channel needs 2. Rico, Chase Brown, Warren, Woody, Vidal.
I'm going to go Vidal. I have Chase Brown and Jalen Warren very close this week. Bengals, the Jets, Steelers, Packers, I'll give the edge to Chase Brown.
Yeah. Warren looked great last week, but you have to keep the matchup in mind. He had a great matchup last week, has a pretty tough matchup this week. So, yeah, no changes for me there. Okay, we got Cash Money, Flex Mason, or Terry.
Oh man. I mean, I think I go Terry here, full PPR. Just pretty much just because I don't love Mason tonight. Like I don't think Mason will be bad, but I think a full PPR, I'll just go Terry here.
Well, if there's an upside to the fact that Washington has to play the Chiefs on the road with Mariota, it's probably be playing from behind at some point and having to pass a lot.
True.
So yeah, I think we always think upside. I think Terry, he's risky, but he definitely has more upside than Mason. So I would put Terry in there. Speaking of Cash Money, Bert didn't have to do this. He's already got the membership. He's been a YouTube member. Just saying big thanks. He didn't have to do that, but here we go. Maybe I won't say that after we read this question. He says it'll be tough. On draft lane, we said A-Rod. I'm going up against Chase and Higgins. I got Flacco.
I mean, I'm still going to look. Aaron Rodgers, Flacco, I don't have like a strong, like, oh no, definitely Aaron Rodgers. Like, if you want to go Flacco, fine. But just remember, like, sure. Well, you don't even match touchdowns unless you're in a 6-point passing touchdown. Because remember, Flacco throws a 10-yard touchdown to Jamar Chase. Joe Flacco gets, 4 points for the touchdown and not even a point for the 10 yards. Like, what does he get? Like, half a point, right? Because in most leagues, you need 25 yards to get a point for a quarterback. So he gets like 4.5 points. Jamar Chase gets 6 for the touchdown, a point for the reception, and a point for the yards. He gets 8. He still doubles Joe Flacco. Right? You didn't match him with that touchdown. It's not like no. And remember, if Flacco throws like a 50-yard pass to Higgins or Chase, Flacco gets 2 points. Those guys get 6. So you're not really matching the receivers here, unless you're in some weird scoring league where they do match. So I'm not going to make that, but I will say Aaron Rodgers, Flacco, very close. So if you want to play Flacco, I'm okay with that.
Right, and I get it, right? We've been here, done that. I understand the line of thinking, right? You're like hedging your bet, sort of, and like, well, if the receivers did well, at least I know that my quarterback did well. But on the other hand, it's kind of like drafting the starter and the handcuff in best ball. We're like, don't do that. And people are like, well, why wouldn't you do that? You get all the points for that backfield. You're limiting your own upside. Because, like, okay, if Chase and Higgins had 2 touchdowns, your quarterback had 2 touchdowns, you're like, that's what you got. You got what he got, except he won. But if Rodgers throws for 3 or 4 touchdowns, and I get it, Flacco could throw a touchdown to like Noah Fant or something like that, but realistically, probably not. So I'm just going to look. I just stopped overthinking it. I'm like, which guy do I think is going to score more points?
Right. That's it.
Like, that's it. It doesn't matter who they got or who else, what team. It's like, which guy do I think is going to score more points? That's it. It's really that simple. So, I think Rodgers. I lean Rodgers. All right, Ian Rankin. Would you trade Kyron and Hunter Henry for Goddard Monty and Jalen Warren?
Nah. I'm keeping Kyron Hunter Henry. I mean, Kyron, far and away the best player in this deal. I'm not doing this.
Yeah, I was gonna say I only do this if like I have Kyron and like a bunch of scrubs at running back, and like I need 2 startable running backs. But even then, like, how great do you feel? Like, I got Monty and Warren as my 2 running backs. Like, you're probably not winning the championship that way. So this is interesting. Roman. Somebody just decided to drop Jaden Daniels because it's going to get you 0 this week. I think you should probably drop Kill Williams to pick him up. Yes.
Yes. Definitely do this. Definitely do this. Why? Why people? Why?
All right, Alex B. How about this? Are you worried about Lamar this week, or just start Herbert?
No, I'm gonna wait for Lamar. If Lamar doesn't go, there's got to be somebody halfway, like Aaron Rodgers, Joe Flacco. Come on, these guys got to be on waiver wire, right?
I would think so. I feel like Lamar's playing. I mean, the plan all along was him to come out after the bye. They're probably going to limit him early in the week. It's not a surprise. He may not have his best week, but I'm waiting for Lamar if it's my team. Sal, wait to see what happens with Goddard or play Gadsden. Is Goddard limited? I think he was questionable.
Yeah, but he returned to practice today. I'm just gonna play Goddard.
Yeah, and by the way, that reminds me, Bob earlier had asked something about Kincaid, worried about him. He was full practice today. I double checked just to make sure. So I'm not worried about him. Chris is like, why did you do what you did? You're gonna ruin. We'll see. We'll see. How about this? I'll say it because we're on YouTube officially. I can't take it back. Although I could always delete the video later. If Dalton Cade is bust, like complete bust, never again. No more tight ends.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
Hold myself to that, at least for a couple weeks. Joseph Zach. I have Mason and Vidal. We got both running backs tonight. Would you prefer Ramondre Hubbard or Marks?
Nah, I don't think so. I will say Chuba's a little interesting to me. I'm going to dive into it some tonight, but unfortunately it's going to be tonight. Because when I was looking into it, I was like, oh, this matchup does kind of favor Chuba more than Rico. But I think Mason and Vidal, I'm going to start over him.
And it looks like we have to flex one of those. So Chuba?
Yeah, it'll probably be Chuba.
And a lot of people after last week were like, Mondre, right? It's great. Not this week. All right, Phil Ciartino needs 2 running backs, 2 receivers, and a flex between these guys. Saquon, Brown, Mason, London, DK, Pittman, Worthy, Hollywood.
All right, I'm going to go Saquon. Again, I have Chase Brown and Jordan Mason as flexes. I might just go Chase Brown. At least he's in that Bengals offense. Yeah, that's tough. That one is Chase Brown, Jordan Mason. I mean, how do you really decide? It's probably going to come down to like, does one of them score a touchdown or not? So I don't know.
I'd lean Chase Brown just because of the matchup. They'll probably be running from head, against the Jets. Might even get more carries. So
yeah, all right, that's fine. It's Saquon, Chase Brown, London. I think you got to go London, DK, Pittman. Although I do like Worthy this week, but I don't think I can put him over those guys. London, DK, Pittman.
Yeah, I would still prefer Pittman as well. Okay, so speaking of Worthy, it just so happens the next 2 have him. Billy Joe, what's up? Addison or Worthy?
Addison. I mean, I like Addison enough. I'm not going to worry about Worthy here.
Yeah, like prefer Addison. And then in another league, Keenan or Pickens? Like I think in this one, I feel good enough. Keenan, I would just not risk.
That's fine. I do have Keenan slightly higher, so that's fine. Let's go Keenan.
All right. And then Ron Skov also asking, we got only one from this group. Worthy's there, Diggs is there, QJ tonight, and others.
Yeah, I think you just got to wait for it and play Diggs. Too good of a spot for Diggs this week.
Yeah, we like Diggs a lot, so let's play Diggs. Michael Cazares. Interesting. Okay. Now, I don't expect them to actually have a split backfield. So I'm not going to take anything. Look, how much longer is McDaniels even going to be there to make the decisions? But look, do you think Achane is a sell candidate?
Why? Just because if you're worried about the offense, sure. But split backfield, I mean, I'm not worried about a split backfield here.
No, I'm not worried about that. And there have been rumors of trade. Oh, they're going to trade. They're not going to trade Devon Achane. I seriously doubt it. Jalen Waddle, they're not going to trade Jalen Waddle. They'll trade some defensive players. Like Bradley Chubb just makes sense, right? They can trade him, trade some other pieces. You're going to hear all sorts of rumors that have like no legs. So I'm not panicking. This seems like overreacting to rumors, so yeah, I wouldn't do that. All right, let's get to Lex Dad. 2 PPR money teams, both doing pretty well. All right, so the first one, we need 2 between Pickens, Keenan, and T. Higgins.
Well, we already said Keenan over Pickens. I think you definitely got to have Higgins over Pickens. So Keenan and Higgins.
Yep. Team 2 needs 2 between Judkins, Chase Brown, Mason, Rico Vidal.
I'm going to go Judkins and Vidal.
Jones or Caleb?
I think this week, I got Daniel Jones higher.
Yeah, I think so. Jones, maybe not super high ceiling, but he's totally safe. Someone drop Monty just because of the bye. Anyone droppable for him out of those guys? I mean, yeah, but who? Mason? Rico?
Well, I mean, does Team 2 have Daniel Jones and Caleb Williams? Because if so, I would just drop Caleb Williams. You're not starting him this week. That's what I would do.
Well, that's true. That's a good point. If you don't need them, then, yeah. I mean, we always say this. There's like you don't want to drop those running backs or receivers. You don't need a backup quarterback or tight end in some leagues. And then he says rest of the season, OG or FNN Jr. Is OG Ollie Gordon?
No, I assume it's Aronde
Rondé
Gadsden and Harold Fannin. Rest of the season, Fannin. I think you gotta take a chance on Gadsden.
Yeah. Oh, and Njoku is back at practice, isn't he? Looks like he might even play this week.
Yeah.
Fannin is startable, but I think at this point, Gadsden. What about rest of the season? Youth or beauty? JJ McCarthy or Joe Flacco?
Well, I think right now we got to say Flacco. We don't even know. Like, is JJ McCarthy going to play next week? We don't even know. Honestly, I think we just have to say Flacco right now.
He's got Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. Yeah, I mean, JJ McCarthy has Justin Jefferson and Jordan Addison. I mean, that's good. But Flacco's been now 2 weeks playing with them and looked pretty good last week. So, yeah, at this point, we really don't know what JJ McCarthy is. And sure, I mentioned him as a stash, but that was for Superflex. So, right here, right now, I think we have to say Flacco until McCarthy, A, actually plays, but B, actually shows that he is good. All right, John Stevenson. Thank you, John. Gadsden, Woody Marks, or Alec Pierce as a flex?
Oh, man. Oh, geez.
This is you wrestling with your inner demons telling you not to flex a tight end, but you want to flex a tight end.
Yeah, I mean, I will say Alec Pierce is interesting. He's got that big play potential, but it's very risky as well. I mean, Woody Marks also very risky. You're banking on, you're hoping he scores, right? You're just hoping he scores.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might just take a chance on Gadsden. It's either Gadsden or Pierce. Down's probably going to play this week, so I might just. Although, L'Jarius Sneed out for the Titans, I don't know. You could talk me into either. I might just go Gadsden, though.
I would probably just put Gadsden in. Yeah, Pierce is very much big play or TD dependent. Are they really going to have to throw it deep against the Titans? I'll just go Gadsden here. Gravity. The Bimageddon / Bipocalypse. Wow. Wow. Now, I will say, I understand it is Bimageddon. I really hope this is a deep league. Samaje Perine, Tyrone Tracy, Jerome Ford, Sean Tucker, Justice Hill.
I mean, oh man.
Okay, let's start by process of elimination. Who would you least like to put in your lineup? You cross out one and I'll cross out one.
Cross out?
Yeah.
I'll cross out Sean Tucker.
That's a good one. I'll say no to Justice Hill because he only gets touches if they're losing, and I don't expect Baltimore to be losing big this week to the Bears. Okay, so I mean, we can cross out Perine, can't we?
Yeah, I guess. I'll say like Ford is somewhat interesting this week because it's not, it's a game where they might be playing from behind, and he could have had a receiving touchdown last week, except Dylan Gabriel's awful. It's not going to change. Dylan Gabriel is still going to be awful. But Tyrone Tracy, I mean, he just had that big run for a touchdown. I guess Ford. I guess we decided on Ford.
Ford it is. And what do you think of Bucky news with no return at week 10? Well, week 10 is still, still weeks away. We don't know. I know there was a picture of him like wearing a sling or something, right?
Yeah, but look, he's got this week to heal. He's got the bye week. Not ready to be worried yet.
Yeah, things change quickly. Don't do anything here. I mean, I get it if you're like, I don't want to buy low on Bucky anymore, fine. But if you have him, don't sell low. Easy Vanya. Which tight end here? Taylor Goddard or Otten? Already has 2 Eagles. Is 3 too many?
I don't think so. I think Goddard's got to be the choice here.
He was great against the Giants last time. I think Otten is fine. Like Otten is a solid pick, but Goddard has the most upside here. Old Chud Muffin. Sidwan. 2-point bonus catch for RBs. Pittman, Tez, Odunze, or Warren. Does that give Warren a bump?
2-point bonus catch for running backs. Okay, let's say Warren catches 4. I mean, that is 8 points. I mean, with this, that probably is enough to bump him over Tez for me. Yeah. Pittman, Odunze, Warren in this case.
Yeah, if this is regular old PPR, probably would be Warren to sit, but I think that does bump him over Tez. I agree. So Tez sits. Don Cat. Addison or Waddle?
I'm going to go Addison. I'm pretty sure. Let me verify that before I just blurt it out. Yeah, I have Addison a little ahead of Waddle.
Yeah, Waddle, I don't expect him to do like last week and do nothing, completely nothing. But Addison definitely has more upside based on the offense he's in at this point. All right, we have King Ty, Vidal or Mason?
I got Vidal over Mason this week.
Yep, Vidal it is. And then Abel. 2 receivers, 2 running backs, and a flex. Chase Pickens, T-Mac, H-N, Scatterboo White, Bill.
All right, we're going to go Chase Pickens at wide receiver. We're going to go H-N, Rashad White at running back, and I'm going to flex Scatterboo.
Chase, you got to start Chase. Yeah, Pickens, T-Mac. I mean, with Andy Dalton in, I don't think you can feel great about McMillan. So in this case, I'm fine with Pickens. Easy Vanya. Nervous on London because of game script, because they just might not have to pass. Would you rather go Higgins or Pittman?
I think I can go Higgins over London this week.
Hard for me not to play London regardless of matchup. Do feel good about Higgins. So I guess I'm okay with Higgins this week. Okay, let's do a couple of the non-super chats. You ready for a quick lightning round?
Sure.
Ross, Quentin Johnston, or Tet?
And then you pull up this question. I have Tet slightly over QJ.
Yeah, me too. I got Tet a little bit higher. What about Samantha, Vidal, or Kamara?
I'm going to go Vidal.
Oh, no hesitation there. Yeah. What about this one might be tough too. Brownstone Griddle Cooking. Judkins or Dobbins?
I know Judkins coming off a great game last week, but this is a tough matchup for him this week. Dobbins in a good spot at home against the Cowboys. I'm going to take a chance on Dobbins.
Yeah, Dobbins definitely the better matchup. I know some people are like, how can you not start Judkins? Well, he doesn't play the Dolphins this week. All right, this one's a little easier. Brendan Chudy, Lamar or Dimes?
Lamar. Assuming he plays, of course. But if he doesn't, it's fine. You just play Dimes. Easy.
Right. Definitely hold out for Lamar here. And then Juicy J. Do I start Ladd or McMillan?
Ladd.
Yeah, definitely like Ladd. Put him in there for tonight at your wide receiver spot. Okay, back to super chats. So was it me or just Juicy J? I mean, the rapper. Doesn't he put out a new album like every month or what? It's like constant.
I have no idea.
Constant. What, does that man ever sleep? Like, that dude never sleeps. All right, Ben-tastic. Pick one. Aaron Jones, Evan Ingram, Marvin Mims. I'm guessing Troy Franklin or Sterling Shepard.
Call me crazy, but I think I'm going to go Marvin Mims. I'm starting to come around on Marvin Mims. Looking into it. I'm going to talk about him on Saturday's video, which is probably the kiss of death for Marvin Mims. But the Cowboys are allowing the most, by far, the most targets and receptions on passes 20 yards down the field. Marvin Mims, I don't know the exact, I don't remember the exact number off the top of my head, but I think he ranks top 10 in targets over 20 yards.
Wow. Yeah, he's probably a sneaky good play. I mean, when these are the choices, I can go for the upside of Mims. So like the Saturday video is like the new Madden cover. Is that what you're saying? It's like once they're on there, like
yeah. Although I did talk about Ramondre on that video last week, so at least that came through.
Yeah, I was gonna say. All right. P, thoughts Aaron Jones over Mooney in half PPR?
I think I can do this in half PPR. I know Mooney's got the Dolphins, but I think in half PPR I can go Aaron Jones.
Yeah, it's fine. Not going crazy for Mooney. I mean, people are worried about London. If you're worried about London, how do you feel about Mooney? If they're not passing the ball that much, so he's fine. He's okay for this bye week, but let's go Jones. Rodney Woods is back in the house. What's up, Rodney? Waivers are bad. Yeah, I know it. On an L streak, not good. Pick 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 2 flexes. Sutton, Judy, QJ, Pearsall, who definitely is not sounding good for this week again.
Jeez.
Luke McCaffrey, who's very droppable now because McLaurin and Debo are back. Taylor Ertz, McLaurin. Is it Caleb Johnson? Cameron Johnson.
Cameron Johnson, probably. Chris Moore. You can drop Chris Moore now. He was the dice roll desperation last week. Now he's out. I'm going to go Sutton, QJ, Terry. It sounds like Terry's going to play. So I'm going to go Sutton, QJ, Terry, your 3 wide receivers. I'm going to go Taylor at tight end. We need 2 flexes. I'm going to flex Ertz, and I probably just going to take a chance on Judy and hope for the best. Because I don't think Pearsall's playing. Luke McCaffrey, like we can just, whatever. Yeah.
And I'm not even going to say, look elsewhere. If you already got guys like Chris Moore, Cameron Johnson, and Luke McCaffrey, Mason Taylor, there probably is nothing on waivers for you. So, but always check. This is a weekly reminder. Waivers run, and you picked up whoever you could that was out there. You never know. We've already seen someone like, oh, Monty was dropped. Jaden Daniels was dropped, and like those guys aren't playing this week. But sometimes people do crazy things and they drop players that are good and are playing this week. Why? I don't know, but it happens. Where just it happens. So always go on and check. Every day go back and check the waiver wire. And sort. What I do is I sort by rostered percentage, and you're like, wait a minute.
Yes.
Why is that guy there? All right, Miranda is back. Caleb or Flacco?
I still got to go Caleb here. I don't care if my opponent has Chase. I still got to go Caleb. Again, if Chase has 150 yards and a touchdown, but that's the only touchdown Joe Flacco throws, did that really help you? No.
Right. Yeah. So don't worry about the opponent. Don't even look at your opponent's line.
Yeah.
Doesn't do any good. I mean, it doesn't help you in any way.
I honestly don't.
Afterwards, you can look and say, oh, that's why he won, or that's why, I beat him. And then you can look. All right, keep going here. Oh, thank you. We love you too. Random Chaz chats. Start Vidal tonight, or Juwan Jennings, or Scary Terry?
I think I'm just going to go Vidal tonight. Definitely over Jennings. I know hard to bench Terry, but this is a bad spot on the road against the Chiefs with Marcus Mariota. I'm just going to go Vidal tonight.
Could definitely ignore Jennings. Like Jennings will play unlike Pearsall, and I will not care. So don't worry about it. Just go Vidal. Ginyu Force. Yes, I know you've definitely been subscribed for a while as well. Quick reminder, anybody who's on here wasn't here at the beginning. If you haven't subscribed yet, and go ahead and check real quick. It takes 1 second. Click that subscribe button. We want you to join the Endgame community. Help us out. We're trying to help everyone here win. That's what we want. Dubs for everyone.
Yeah.
All right. So let's help Ginyu. He's always on here. Yeah. Well, look, Purdy's. He's not playing, is he?
I don't think so. I don't even know if I would start him over Flacco with that toe. I'd probably just gamble on Flacco anyways.
Even if Purdy was cleared like tonight, I probably still wouldn't play him because number one, the toe. Number two, they get the Texans on the road. That's one of the worst defenses for a quarterback anyways. Like I still wouldn't want to play him. If not, I have. Well, no. You're going to play Flacco. Okay. Is Mason scary?
Yeah. No, you just play Flacco.
Marks. No.
Flacco's fine in the super flex.
Oh, yeah. More than fine. Possible defense to stream. The Bears are okay. Not the best.
Bears aren't great. Now with Lamar back. I mean, look, if Cooper Rush plays, but if Lamar's back, I'm not playing the Bears.
No. I think Tampa.
Yeah, if Tampa's defense is out there, that's good. How many good? I mean, I don't know if the Falcons' defense is still out there. I know the Bengals don't have a good defense, but it is the Jets.
That's true. This could be a sneaky good week for the Bengals defense. I mean, this is only like last resort, though. Colts are probably taken, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I doubt the Patriots are out there, but maybe the Patriots. Those would be your best choices. All right. Well, good luck there. Gabriel Sosa traded Kyron and Marv for Genty and Terry.
I think that's probably fairish. I don't know if it's definitely not a loss. I don't know if I can say it's a win. Feels fair. Feels fair.
I think I prefer the Genty Terry side. I mean, now that Terry's playing, I mean, yeah, I'd take Terry over Marv.
Yeah.
Close, but I would. And then Genty over Kyron. I just feel like Genty has more upside, potential upside. Kyron's a little more of a sure thing, but I like that. JD Murray, Mondre or Algier?
Oh my gosh. I might just go Algier. I do not like Ramondre at all. For as much as I liked Ramondre last week, that's as much as I dislike him this week. I might go Algier.
Yeah, again, last week is over. Forget last week. Look at the matchup. It's brutal. And it's actually, I think I'm not wrong here. In terms of run defense for fantasy points, this is the worst possible matchup for Ramondre and the best possible matchup for Algier, right?
Yes. I think Bengals are actually worse in terms of fantasy points than the Dolphins, believe it or not.
Oh, shocking. All right, Dolphins, you're not number one in a category. You gotta make a move here. Let's go. Bijan 300 yards this week.
Yeah, they might be number one after this. Wait, he had a trade question.
Yeah, sorry about that. Trade AJ for Higgins.
I think I still prefer AJ Brown here.
Yeah, this is funny actually. This trade, remember 2 weeks ago, everyone was like panicked, like beyond panic about both these guys. Like, drop these guys.
Yes.
I still think, yeah, AJB, generally speaking, gets more targets, more individual upside. Just don't think you win from that trade. Javier Leon. Mason or Vidal. Going Vidal.
I'm going to go Vidal.
Addison, Higgins, Diggs, Dobbs. So we need two receivers and a flex.
Going to go Higgins, Diggs, Addison.
Go easy. John Henry. Kraft, Gadsden, or Theo Johnson. What?
Kraft.
You need two?
You need two? Are you sure? Well, I guess so. Okay, if you need two, Kraft and Gadsden.
I guess so. And then Vidal or Wandale.
I'm going to go Vidal tonight.
Yeah, that's got to be right. He put that same comment again, and it's exactly the same. So, all right. Good luck. Mike Altawheel, Judkins or Terry or Dowdle?
No, here, even though I don't love Judkins this week like I did last week, I still will put him over those guys.
Yeah, Terry, again, not a good matchup. There's some risk here. So Judkins still has touchdown upside. What about Ma JJ? Hurts, Taylor Dowdle, Tet Shakir, Warren, flexing Woody Marks. But now I see why. I don't know. Maybe go Chuba over Woody Marks? Jalen Noel?
I mean, yeah, I would pick up Jalen Noel. You can drop Chris Moore. Jalen Noel this week's desperation. But look, if both Nico and Kirk are out, I mean, he's got to be worth it. I think right now, though, not knowing the status of those guys, yeah, I would put Chuba over Marks.
Yeah, the interesting thing to me, look, if both Nico and Kirk are out, well, probably the beneficiary is Dalton Schultz at tight end. But at wide receiver, like we know Noel fills in for Kirk in the slot, right? But if Nico's out, which he hasn't been out this week, doesn't Higgins fill his spot? Or then is like, no, just kidding, it's Xavier Hutchinson. Or are they both starting in like, I don't know. That's why I kind of just don't want to play for Houston receivers if I don't have to. Kalen Sneed. Flacco, a Niner, or Tyrod Taylor, or Michael Penix. I'm just going Flacco here.
Yeah, just going Flacco, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. We have a very special guest. All right. Chew, baby. Fresh dog treats.
Nice.
Which, by the way, do we have the thing in the description? We're going to put the thing in the description. Okay.
No.
We got a promo code. Okay. Sorry about that. We're going to put the description in the promo code, or maybe we'll just put the comments here. I'll put it in the comments. So, need to say more. If you have a dog, which many of our dog owners like we are dog lovers, check them out. All natural. Start Keenan and Addison. I think.
Okay.
I mean, it's fine to start those guys this week.
Yeah, fine.
Drop Pearsall for Swift.
I mean, at this point, why not? Like, Pearsall's probably not going to play again this week. Swift's been great. Why not? Why not?
I mean, I know I don't want to give up on Pearsall, but I mean, Swift is worth picking up. It's a 10-teamer.
Like, if Swift, after what he's done the last 2 weeks, is still on waiver wire, is anybody really going to pick up Pearsall? No.
Well, yeah, it's wild that he's on waivers. Like, why? It's weird. Well, anyway, yeah, I guess so. You got Keenan, Addison, CMC, and Achan, and Scattaboo. Benching Tet, White, Pearsall. Yeah. No, not starting Tet over Allen or Addison, right?
No, but I might go White over Scattaboo. Rashad White?
It must be Rashad White. So flip White for Scattaboo?
Yeah. Hard to sit Rashad White against the Saints.
All right, there we go. And I'm going to put that comment right now, unless you did, and I didn't see it yet. But okay, we'll work on it. And we're backed up. So we got about an hour until kickoff. Am I right? Got an hour?
We've got an hour. Yes.
Okay. So there's the comment, by the way. Y'all check it. Hopefully that came out all right. I don't know if it did. But there. So we're going to probably stick to the super chats and the numbers for now until we get caught up to make sure we answer all of them before time is up, because we only got an hour. All right. Let's get to my favorite. Baba Booey Huey. Okay. Would you trade Lamb for Nico and Brees?
No. Give me Lamb. Give me Lamb.
Is this the same? I feel like he had this question yesterday or something. Was it similar? Something similar.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, I still think it feels like it's fair, but you got to keep CD here. All right, then let's do Steven Rowland. Allen or Ladd? What's your gut say?
My gut says Ladd.
Yeah, I like Ladd. That's really close. I mean, it could go either way. Mar. Start one each, Taylor or Schultz, and then May or Jones.
May over Jones. I'll say if Nico and Kirk are both out this week, which is trending towards, I'll go Schultz.
Yeah, I feel like at least one of them is going to miss, if not both. I'd probably just put Schultz in there, period. I remember that Niners defense used to be the toughest against tight ends. Not with Fred Warner out. It's not. And also, I mean, Bosa we know is out, but also, who's it? Bryce Huff. They got another. It's not just their offense. Like, half their defense is injured too. So, I mean, there's got to be an investigation at some point into their training staff, doesn't there?
Yeah, I guess so.
There should be. Bertrand, Herbert or Caleb, but ... I have to start Keenan over Terry and potentially Gatson over Ertz. Too many bolts.
So I just answered this on Draft Lane. I said Herbert over Caleb. And then I said, look, if there's an offense to have too many guys in, the Chargers not a bad one. So I think you're good.
And I do understand this a little bit more. Like, I want to say in a vacuum, like, okay, who cares who the other players are in your lineup? Do you think Gaston will score more than Ertz, right? Do you think Keenan will score more than Terry? But at the same time, you're like, do I really am I limiting my own upside by having all these players in the same team? But yeah, I would say yes to all these Chargers. Josh Nelson got offered a trade. Get Puka, give up Pickens or London, plus Kamara.
I mean, to get Puka, sure. I mean, I'd prefer Pickens and Kamara, but if I have to do London and Kamara to get Pickens, fine. So be it. So be it.
Yeah.
Give me Puka. Give me Puka.
You got to take Puka. And if he's like, I'll take either one, give up Pickens. Agree.
Yeah.
All right. Then let's get to Samantha Pfluger. Hello. Brees Wilson Worthy, Pearsall, all on waivers. What? Would you consider any changes? Okay, so who are we dropping to get what?
Is that Garrett Wilson? Is that which Wilson that is?
It's probably Garrett Wilson.
Okay, you don't need Tez Johnson. You need Garrett Wilson. You honestly don't need Charbonnet. You need Brees Hall. I mean, do you even need Mason? I mean, I guess because your running backs are only Kyron, Brees Hall, Dobbins. Because I do want to pick up Worthy, but I guess Mason's okay. But look, go right now. Drop Tez, pick up Garrett Wilson. Drop Charbonnet, pick up Brees Hall. What the heck?
Yeah, you got to do this. And look, honestly, this is one of the situations where even if you're like, I don't have enough players, I might have to take a 0. Like, it's okay because this will help you long term, Harv Danger. All right, just saying what's up. You got the question on Draft Lane. You must have answered it. One of us did. So doing well. Appreciate Harv is always on the Draft Lane app. I know that. You've been answering them. I don't know if we have time to show one or not. We just keep it rolling.
We got one more on there if we want to do it real quick.
All right. So real quick, because we don't want to keep people waiting and we got an hour left, but we want to make sure everybody's aware because, again, a lot of you weren't on here to start the show. And so here is the Draft Lane app. You can ask your questions anytime, any day. That's what it's for. So got more questions here. Let's see. Here we go.
So it's that first one from JB.
Yeah, JB. Okay. Do I play Ladd or McMillan?
Got to go Ladd tonight, right?
Yeah, let's go Ladd tonight. Worried about Andy Dalton at QB, and it's a tough matchup for Ted. There we go. Easy. Let's do another. Ask a question. Got an offer for Justin Jefferson. Would get T. Higgins, Trey Benson, and Gadsden. I don't think that's enough.
No.
All right, those players, and then I'll say based on last night's stream, we're like, please ask your trade questions before you do the trade, not after you did it. Can't help you out there.
Yes.
I'm just gonna say hold on to Jefferson unless you get a Godfather offer, and this ain't it.
Right. It's not it.
All right. We're caught up here. Let's catch up to the super chats and the members like Phil. What's up, Phil? All right. So he wants a lineup check here. I think we already tweaked this yesterday. How do we feel about Kittle this week? Well, you already know it's his day. It's his holiday.
Yeah, you're good here. You're good.
Yeah, for those who weren't on yesterday, the day before, remember, National Tight End Day is coming up. It's George Kittle guaranteed to go off. Chinonso. Penix or Dart?
Dart. Got to go Dart. Got to chase that upside.
Yeah, definitely Dart here. Thoughts on Burrow return? I wouldn't hold my breath.
Right. I think the only way he even has a chance is if somehow Joe Flacco has him in contention to be in the playoffs. We'll see.
It's very possible. But even besides that, when is he coming back? Like the second to last week, the last week, you were going to play him if you happen to get there? And no. Tug drug fishing. Yeah, look at that. Mariota or
Who is that? I don't know who the other one is.
Cameron, like Cameron Ward? No.
I don't know. I mean, I don't really want to play Mariota. You say 6-point rush, so maybe Mariota. But I really need to know who the other player is.
It's got to be a quarterback, right? It's like a quarterback question.
I would assume, yes. I cannot think of.
I don't know. Look, if you're still on here, Tug Drug, let us know. You don't have to super chat it. Just retype that question so we know. We want to make sure we're answering the right question. I'm not sure who Kingston is. All right, let's go on to the next one though. Wait a minute. Oh, Carson. Oh, Carson, like Carson Wentz.
Oh man,
Mariota or Wentz.
I mean, if you got 6-point rushing, I might just go Mariota. I don't feel. I mean, how good can we feel about Carson Wentz? And now they're saying Christian Darrisaw, his knee flared up. He's going to be on a snap count. Khalil Mack is getting healthier. Like, I might just take a chance on Mariota rushing in a touchdown or something.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. Like I said, at least they might have to pass a lot. Terry is playing and Debo is playing, then that helps. So, sure. Bitamamba. Pickens and Dowdle for Rome and Zay. Good trade?
Yeah, give me Rome and Zay here. Give me Rome and Zay, definitely.
Yeah, if that's the side you're getting, I think it's a good trade. You're trading high enough on Rico and Pickens, you know. I think that's good. I would prefer the Rome and Zay side. All right, and then we got the tough questions from Bobby Brook. Colston Loveland or Mason Taylor?
Mason Taylor.
I mean, yeah, Loveland finally started to do kind of something, but it's not enough yet for me. I don't want to start him. All right, we have a super chat from Javier Fiber Seal, a super sticker, I should say. Thank you, Javier. So look for your question wherever it is. But in the meanwhile, let's keep going. Next would be Chris Zaldivar. Aaron Jones, Marvin Mims, Josh Downs.
I mean, I like Marvin Mims, but come on, it's a very, very risky play here. I think but the problem is, like, what are you going to do? I think my answer is Josh Downs, assuming PPR. But Aaron Jones plays tonight. If Josh Downs for some reason doesn't play, then I guess you're forced to play Mims. But how good can we really, like, what are we really expecting from Aaron Jones tonight?
I'm probably just going to play Mims anyways. Just shoot for that upside, right? You know, I think Downs has been good, but I don't feel a big game. You know, when this player's like this, I'm like, give me the guy who has that ceiling. Look, I get the floors.
Go with Mims. It's a sneaky good spot for Mims this week. It really is.
Sneaky good spot. We're gonna put it out in the universe. We're gonna make it happen. We're speak it into existence. He's on the Saturday video. Gonna go off.
All right, there we go.
All right, here's Javier's question. He says, this is different from yesterday. Has Lamar, McMillan, and Johnston, Bijan and Javante, flexing Chase Brown. Traded Williams and Pacheco for Jefferson.
I mean, I don't know which Williams. Did you say, like, you traded Javante Williams and Pacheco? I mean, either way, this got to be a win, right? Getting Jefferson got to be a win.
Yeah, like, it doesn't matter. If you got Jefferson, that's a win. Yeah. And there's nothing else to it. You got Justin Jefferson, one of the best receivers in the league. Here's Cody. It has Terry in every league. Debo in one. Would you start Terry over? Well, Garrett Wilson probably not playing, so yes. London,
no.
I'm going to say no. Nico, I mean, probably not playing.
Brees,
Brees,
no. No Brees,
CD.
no CD, no Sutton, no Judkins, no Rashad.
Would you start Debo
And
or Rashad?
negative.
I don't think so. Gotta remember, it's Mariota. It's not a great matchup. All right. What about Juice wants to know, are we sure about Kittle over Kincaid?
I am not benching Kittle on National Tight End Day, but it's your team, Juice. It's your team.
I'm not completely sure he'll outscore him, but again, you have to start Kittle. It's literally a holiday invented by him. Yeah. Admiral Habibi, Monagai or Terry?
I think I still have to go. Unless Swift is ruled out, I think I still have to put Terry over Monagai.
Yeah, here we can go Terry. If it's PPR, which I think it is. An astronaut, is this corny? Jones or Herb?
Math says Jones. I wonder what math. I've got Herbert slightly ahead of Jones.
Which math is this? I want to know what the math.
I'd like to know the math.
Maybe the projections. Who cares what the projections say? Go with the upside. Exactly. Herb might pop. That's the guy you want. Manuel Roman. Quarterback, 2 running backs, 2 receivers, 2 flex. Probably lean Allen over Rodgers.
Yes.
Probably CMC and Swift.
Yep. Rice.
Receivers.
Rice, QJ. We need 2 flexes here. I think I would go. I think I got to go Dobbs. Rico or Terry? I've got Terry higher if he plays, so I'm gonna go Dobbs, Terry, and then Kittle at tight end.
Yep, sounds good. Let's do this. Are you ready for a gross question? According to John, which rookie running back who doesn't look like he's breaking out are you ready to give up on? Henderson.
I think it's got to be Henderson. I mean, geez, barely even playing now. Barely even playing. I think it's got to be Henderson.
Yeah. He's been worse. Isaiah Trexler. Flex, either T-Mac, Waddle, QJ, or Diggs.
I think Diggs. Definitely Diggs.
Ezio Sanchez.
Wow.
Leaning Rattler. Cousin. Well, I guess I didn't think about that. Penix is questionable. Is it possible we might actually see Kirk Cousins back on the field again? I didn't think about that.
I don't think so.
I'm not going to think
maybe.
I'm not going to think about it. Wentz, Taylor, Mariota. So, yeah.
I mean, I guess Rattler's fine. I might consider Mariota just for the rushing, but on the road against the Chiefs, I wish it was a better matchup. I guess Rattler's okay.
If Garrett Wilson, I felt like he was playing, I might go Tyrod Taylor, but I don't, so I won't. Rattler, I guess Rattler. Yeah, let's go Rattler. Santana needs an RB2 and a flex. Mason Vidal, Pacheco, Brown.
I'm going to go Vidal and Chase Brown.
Sounds good. Sebastian Arias. Trying to figure out that flex. Rico, Tez, Marks, Pierce, Stevenson, Otten. Got some waiver wire options. And then Knicks or Flacco.
Knicks. Yeah, you should definitely lean Knicks against Cowboys at home. Dowdle, Tez, Marks, Pierce, Stevenson. Just give me Tez here. Although I don't mind Dowdle, but you know what? If it's PPR, just give me Tez.
All right. There you go. Ginyu Force is back. Would you want to trade for Ibuka or Mason, I Manor, K9, Ted, Marks. I think he needs RB
Well, I
help.
don't know. I don't know if you have enough here to get Egbuka. I'm just going to be honest. But look, if Mason has a nice game tonight, you could offer Mason and Tet and pray. Maybe he'll take it. He or she'll take it. But I don't. To me, this isn't enough.
Be a little optimistic. If you do like Mason and Walker, if he's desperate for a running back, or I probably wouldn't with Marks. I wouldn't do that. Yeah. I mean, you could try, but I wouldn't get your hopes up with that combination of players. Oliver Hart. Flacco over Caleb.
I mean, you could, but I don't think I could.
What if Sauce is ruled out?
I don't know if that, does that suddenly make me feel significantly better about Flacco? I don't think so.
Nah, it's close here. I mean, I feel like this go either way, but yeah, I'd probably keep Caleb in there. All right, and then Ivan Garcia. All right, here we go. Goaty Goats time. Gadsden or Pitts?
I think you got to take a chance on Gadsden and see if he keeps it going. What's the ceiling for Pitts gives you something, but come on.
Yeah, again, probably not going to have to pass too much this week. All right, Phil, with another team and another reminder. Thank you. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's get it. Let's get it. Well, you don't have a lot on the bench. Okay, I guess I see why Lamar's on the bench, but I'm starting Lamar even over Dak if Lamar plays.
Yes. If Lamar plays, he's in my lineup 100%. I would start Chuba over Marks.
Yeah.
Everything else looks fine.
Yeah, Chuba over Marks. All right, let's get to the recovery 716, Gadsden or Kelsey.
Look, I'm just going to take a chance on Gadsden. I mean, Kelsey really took a hit last week with Rashee Rice. I think I'm just going to roll with Gadsden and see what he gives me.
I mean, it's a okay matchup for Kelsey. He's been fine. I mean, we want some upside. Okay with Gadsden here. Now this one, I mean, you know the answer here. This is Aquascapings, Kelsey or Kincaid. Thoughts?
Kincaid.
Good. Thank you for the confirmation bias there. All right. And then we got Kalen. Okay, I was like, we already did that, but he said he may have missed it, although probably not. We're just behind a little bit. Pitts, Ingram, Otten.
I think I'm gonna go Otten here.
I like Otten. Flacco. Yeah, I remember this.
Yeah, Flacco.
Oh, I don't remember this. Jaden Higgins, Tez Johnson, or Troy Franklin.
Let's give me Tez Johnson. Tez Johnson.
Yeah. Jake the Snake. Gadsden or Otten.
Gadsden. I think you got to find out. There's too much upside, I think, here.
Yeah, and again, it's not like they want to have to pass the ball as much as they did last week, but they needed to. So we got a new member. It's Supernaut. Thank you, Supernaut. Appreciate it. You got a question? Got the little membership symbol there. We'll put it up. So looking back, just making sure. So we got 45 minutes, let's say, roughly, until the game starts tonight. You got questions, especially having to do with tonight, get them out there like Supernaut did. Herbert, where do you wait for Lamar? I think we had this earlier too.
Yeah, I would just wait for Lamar. If he doesn't play, there's got to be somebody decent you can pick up.
And again, limited, I feel like, just because they're easing him back, right? They need Lamar Jackson back. I think he's going to be a full go. So not sweating his status.
No, they can't go 1-6.
No, exactly. I think they'll even if he's 80% Lamar, I think they'll take 80% as opposed to whatever 100% of Cooper Rush is. Yeah. Keel Kraus. Standard. Start with Scadaboo, Mason, Vidal, Warren.
I'm going Vidal. I'm going Vidal here.
All right. Well, I think it's making it sound like he's already got Scadaboo in there, and who's the two? Yeah, let's go Vidal.
Yeah.
Even in standard. Okay. Mr. Rivers, good afternoon. Welcome back. All right. So Nico possibly out. Well, Debo's back. I mean, probably back. I can't say he's officially back, but you might get Debo back. Added Pierce. Okay, do you like any of those guys better?
I don't know if I can say I like them better.
The one I would consider is Leggett. I don't know, Leggett or Pierce. I might go Leggett here. Well, in fact, I know I would go Leggett. I have Leggett in a couple leagues. So, but look, Debo, if this is like your number 2, you're like only JJ left. Debo did practice in full today. Debo might play, so I'm playing Debo over these guys, right? I'm assuming you are too. Ronskov needs 2 running backs between Brees, Dottle, Vidal, Harvey, Henderson, and JCM.
I'm going to go Brees and Vidal. Brees and Vidal.
Brees and Vidal it is. And then, if I don't remember, this is the same one from Isaiah Trexler, QJ Waddle, and Jones.
Yeah, last time we said Diggs. Here I'm going to say Waddle, I think. Yeah, Waddle. Yeah, I'm going to say Waddle.
All right, Waddle it is. Starman, welcome back. Yeah, I've been saying I'm on the waivers. Tired of the Niners.
Yeah, I can drop Purdy for Dart like no hesitation. No hesitation.
Yeah. Even if Purdy comes back, like, yeah, no. I'm just honestly, I'm other than CMC, I'm just kind of just tired of the 49ers, like as a franchise.
That's fair.
I'm not even kidding. Okay. Jordan Dumas traded Diggs and Mondre for BTJ and Kamara. What do you think about that?
I think that's probably fine. Probably fine. I mean, I got to prefer Kamara to Ramondre. I think BTJ Diggs could be close. Are we going to get the BTJ we think we're going to get? I don't know. I think it should at least be close.
Yeah, like BTJ isn't like a guy you want to drop, and he's done something. I get it. He's like 83rd out of 83 receivers in terms of like drop rate, like catchable targets. I've seen all the stats. I know it, but he's still in an offense where he's the number 1 guy, and kind of prefer Diggs a little bit, but it's close. But I think you got to prefer Kamara to Mondre. All right, Mr. Rivers wants confirmation for this. Drop Gainwell for Vidal.
Yes.
Yes. Absolutely yes. I wouldn't say Gainwell's ceiling is crazy high. I mean, he needs Warren to be hurt.
Yeah.
Mason or Gadsden?
I think I got to go Mason. Give me the running back that's going to get the touches.
Yeah, agree there. Okay, my JJ. This is the squad. This is the bench. Just shared this earlier, but found out Aaron Jones is back.
No. JT Dowdle. Nah. Well, I mean, I might put him over Marks. But I would put Chuba over Marks, and I'd put Chuba over Aaron Jones too, so no.
Yeah, so it doesn't really change it. You can just start Chuba over Marks. Cassie 420, non-PPR. We got T. Higgins on the bench and Tet. Any changes here? Go Higgins over.
I might go Higgins over Rome in non-PPR. I think he's got more potential to score.
Yeah, I think so. Let's do that. Higgins over Rome, but everything else is good. Parallel Earth is wondering to drop or hold Terry. Why would you drop him now? He's actually going to play.
Right? Don't drop him now when he's finally coming back.
Don't do that. What? Harv? What? Look, I know we make fun of some teams. He's saying that the Bears disrespect. We disrespect the Bears? I don't think we do.
Wow.
I mean, we disrespect the defense because they're not very good. I disrespect my own Dolphins probably more than any team. So
Yes.
that's what it's like. All right, we have City on the Hill Youth Foundation. All right. Definitely sounds like a worthy cause. It's like we should be donating to you. Let's see where the question is. Tez or Mason?
If it's PPR, I'm going to go Tez. If it's non-PPR, I'll go Mason.
Fair point. Let's see now. We got... All right, yeah, that's the same question. That's the same question again. Okay, asked it a couple times. And then Sammy. Bill or Vidal?
Just give me Vidal. Bill on the road against the Chiefs of Mariota. I'll just take Vidal tonight.
Yeah. Bill has been rough. Orlando Rocco Music. Tez or Worthy?
I don't think I could put Tez in over Worthy. I'm going to go Worthy.
Cameron Smalls. Needs 2 flexes. Vidal, Olave, Addison.
All right, I'm glad I can finally say no to Vidal at least once. Olave and Addison.
Yeah. Assuming this is PPR, Olave, Addison. And then what about Pitts or Gadsden? We've been saying Gadsden, right? More upside?
Yeah, I think you got to take a chance on Gadsden, see if he keeps it going.
And then the Admiral needs a streaming defense. That Bucks defense or Bengals?
Bucks against Rattler sounds good to me. Better defense.
Yeah, do that. So Parallel Earth was worried. Well, let me throw this up there. Worried because he's like, I got Terry, I got Bucky, I got Pearsall.
I'd rather, if I'm going to drop one of these guys, I'm just going to drop Pearsall. This is the guy who doesn't sound like he's going to return this week. Who knows when he's going to be back? Why didn't they just put this guy on IR?
Right. Yeah. So don't drop Terry. If you need to drop somebody, then yeah, Pearsall would be the one. And that's not all. Parallel Earth gifted 5 memberships to people.
Thank you. Very generous.
Very generous. Appreciate that. Right. Guinea Force. One more. Someone dropped Bill. Drop Woody Marks for him? Sure.
Yeah, I would do that. I would do that.
Look, see. How about this? User Skater. Someone dropped JD in his league.
Yeah, go
always
pick
check.
up JD.
I'm serious. Always check. You will not believe the players who just get dropped for absolutely no reason. Yeah. All right, and then let's keep it going here. Again, we're trying to do as many as we can. Yes. Look, it's not just that I've read the Urban Dictionary. I'm around kids during the day, so it rubs off. Alan Wendling. I've yet to say 6-7, and will not say that, even though I just did. I have 5 players on bye this week. Okay. So 5 and 2. The flex, would you rather bank on Luther Burden or Hunter Henry?
Oh, man. I mean, look, I don't know who's on waivers. I might rather bank on Marvin Mims if he's still out there, to be honest. Is Tez out there? Probably not. I think if I have to pick between the two, I'll take a chance on Hunter Henry here.
Yeah. Yeah, if you have to pick one, Burden just cannot trust the lack of... Well, it's not like Hunter Henry's been getting targets either. I mean, I don't know who you have on waivers in a 14-teamer, but...
Right.
Like, go hunting. Quick one here. The Asian Boy Gaming. Aaron Jones or J.K. Dobbins?
Dobbins.
How about this one? So this time, Ask Jay supplies ISIS with used Toyotas. It's always something new. This is like a movie title. Josh Downs and Golden received for Chase Brown.
All right.
Sure. You start those guys over DJ Moore?
I start Golden over DJ Moore. Josh Downs is close. I mean, what are we getting from DJ Moore? I guess.
Yeah, I really don't find any inspiration to start DJ Moore in any spot. He's been pretty much a bust. All right, Benny. Let's see. Needs 2. Well, you can't count on Pearsall. Shakir. I don't think Ridley's playing either, is he? Probably not.
Probably not. I'm gonna go Shakir and Tet.
Yep.
I can't be this low on Tet.
Right. Yeah. Mims is an interesting flex option, but Ted's still the number 1 guy there. All right, Mary Jo. Condolences, by the way. I know we're pulling for the M's. They got pretty far. Gadsden or Goddard?
Here I'll go Goddard.
Right. Go Goddard. Still being pretty solid. Troubleshoot. Gadsden or Kincaid. Well, Kincaid did practice in full. I'm not worried about Kincaid. I mean, I'm definitely going Kincaid here.
Yeah, I'm going Kincaid.
Joe Estrada. Caleb or Dart?
I think you got to go Dart. He's just been too good.
Yeah. Just more upside. All right. Let's see. I'm trying to gauge. All right. Yeah, we gotta keep it moving here. Let's go to Sosa Sam.
Definitely gotta keep it moving.
CD, George Pickens, flexing Sutton, and there's the bench. Addison Debo. What do you think?
I can put Addison over Pickens this week, honestly.
Yeah, I think so. Not just because, well, 2 Cowboys, but Pickens in a tough spot. All right, so let's do that. Put Addison at your receiver spot, not the flex. Flex it. Now we have Roz the God. Pick 3. What is that? It's like a custom avatar too. Can't figure out what that is.
I'm gonna go White Swift. I'm gonna go White Swift and Vidal.
White Swift Vidal. Yep. And then we got Wayne, Flacco or Caleb.
Caleb. I can't be this low on Caleb.
Sounds like a shot at Flacco. I don't know. This low. I think this is close. I wouldn't be surprised if Flacco outscores him, but again, just stick with Caleb. Also, Tez or DK?
Tez.
And for those not familiar, this is not autocorrect of DK Metcalf. It's Chimera DK of the Titans.
Yes.
So we're going Tez. DLZ in non-PPR. Got Mason, Flex, Wandale Worthy, or Aaron Jones.
So Mason's already starting. That's fine. I don't know if I want Mason and Aaron Jones, even in non-PPR. I think I might just take a chance on Worthy hitting on a big play or a touchdown.
Yeah. Yeah, Worthy or Wandale, pretty close. In non-PPR, give the edge to Worthy. Courtney Schultz, welcome back. Currently starting, JT Odunze Warren needs an RB2, a wide receiver 2, and a flex. And here are the choices. Who is the receiver?
Again, I think you got to go Tet at wide receiver. I don't even... Oh, Dowdle or Bill? I think you got to go Dowdle at RB2.
And one flex.
I might just flex Tez. Downs, Golden, they're fine. Give me Tez.
Yeah, I think Tet and Tez, Enrico. Yeah. All right. And then we got Gabriel. Traded Brees and Worthy for Saquon. You like that?
This should be a win. This should be a win. Let's hope this is a win. Because if it's not a win, it means Saquon was an absolute bust this year. Should be a win.
Yeah, like crazy, right? I mean, this This I feels like this is a buy low. I mean, I can't imagine
Yes.
it isn't, but yeah, I think it's a win. And here's the team needs 2 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 flex.
All right, you're gonna go Pittman and Terry at wide receiver. Oh my gosh, I don't. Oh my goodness. I guess you're flexing DJ Moore because Pearsall's not playing. Adams isn't playing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I still have to prefer DJ Moore to Aaron Jones, right?
Yeah. Yeah, you
Yeah.
just don't have any other options. So yeah,
Right.
let's go more. Michael Newcomer, Brees or Mason, or Aaron Jones or Stevenson.
Brees. Definitely Brees.
It's definitely Brees here. All right. WL Clutch. Playing Devo, Addison, Tet, and Kittle on my bench. I have Gadsden, Bill, Tez, and Alec Pierce. Any changes?
No, those guys are fine.
Sounds like Debo's going to play. Like, if he doesn't, because you never know, right? Like, if Debo gets scratched or we feel bad, don't feel great about him before Sunday, you can swap him out for Tez.
Yeah.
You got to play Kittle this week. Yeah. What's up, Spearsy? Says tight ends, speaking of, are killing him this year. So you got Mason Taylor, Ingram, Fannin, and Schultz are on waivers.
Yeah, I think you can drop one of those guys and pick up Schultz. Schultz feels like he should be a good play this week.
Yeah. Schultz, I mean, potentially could smash with both Nico and Kirk out. Let's see what happens. But I think I would put Schultz over all those guys this week. Yeah.
Yeah.
C. Hibbs, Hawk or Otten?
I think you got to go Otten with Evans out.
Yeah. I'm going to go Otten here. Thoughts on Aaron Jones?
We'll see. It definitely will be interesting to see how the split is tonight.
Like they were saying, even this was like on Sunday, like before the week started, like, oh, he's 100%. He would have been ready last week. Like, okay, whatever. How much is he gonna be used? Is the question.
Right.
Like he's a flex with more of a floor than a ceiling, I would say. All right, Julio, lineup check here. Needs 2 and a flex. Chase, Pickens, Tez, Jacobs, Rico, Judkins, Henry.
All right, you got to go Jacobs, Henry at running back. You got to go Chase, Pickens at wide receiver. And I think I would flex. Judkins or Pickens at the flex. I have these guys back to back. I don't know.
I'm nervous enough. I would go Judkins. He's still
That's
a workhorse. I'll go Judkins.
Judkins fine. Judkins is fine.
All right, John wants to know Hurts or Herbert. I'm still saying you got Hurts. You got to start Hurts. 2 running backs in the flex.
You got to go Javonte and Henry. I don't think you have to flex one of those. 2 wide receivers are going to be Ladd and Diggs. Yeah, I'm not flexing one of your wide receivers. I'm going to flex Brees.
Tight ends.
And I think I'll probably just go Hawk at tight end tonight.
This looked like a killer tight end room after the draft.
Yes.
Instead, it's not. All right, Joe Estrada. Oh, all right. What do you think about this? Devontae Adams and Judkins
Just give me Bijan. This is fantastic. This is a fantastic sell high. Sell high on 2 guys who just had 3 touchdowns. Probably won't score 3 touchdowns ever again this year. Although Adams and Judkins will still score some touchdowns. And this is a fantastic sell high. Give Bijan. Well done.
Yeah. It's not like a fleece. You're giving up 2 good players, but you're getting a great player. You're getting an elite player. So, yeah, just do it. You get a Bijan against CMC, you get a Jefferson, you do it, Alan R. Aaron Jones, Dalton Schultz, or Leggett at the flex.
I'll probably just wait here because I don't feel great about Aaron Jones tonight. I'll wait and see if Nico and Kirk are out. I think I'll probably just flex Schultz, and if they somehow play, I'll just put Leggett in and take what I get.
Yeah, I think the guy with the biggest upside here, if those players are injured, is Schultz. So I don't need to start Aaron Jones tonight. This one's fun. He's a Chris. Chris Holmes, he's bored. Would Carson Wentz spice up his night?
I mean, it would give you a reason to watch, I guess. So sure.
Yeah. I mean, look, is there going to be a big difference between Daniel Jones and Carson Wentz statistically?
I hope so.
Probably not.
I hope so.
We don't feel like it's a big game for Jones. This is fine. Sure.
Well, I don't think it's a 3-interception game for Daniel Jones. So
no, probably not. Back to Baba Booey Huey. So now, here's the lineup. Hurting a QB is why I'm floating the possible 2-for-1. So look, you got Mahomes. Why? How are you hurting a QB if you have Pat Mahomes?
Yeah, what do you mean you're hurting at QB?
Did you mean hurting at RB? Because you got Hampton?
Yes, he said he meant hurting at running back.
Oh, okay. I was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, I see it. Okay. Yeah, you are hurting at RB if a guy who's on IR is your RB2.
Yeah, I mean, you could try to package like Hampton and maybe Terry now that he's coming back and see if you can get like a Brees, maybe a Swift, somebody who can actually be an RB2 for your fantasy team.
Yeah. Yeah. You need to do something here. You have good receivers at least. I mean, hopefully Bowers comes back, man. All right, Mary Jo, Judkins or Mason?
Judkins.
And then Cali Loco.
Yeah, I'm playing Kittle. It's National Tight End Day. He's, Kyle Shanahan is scheming up 10 targets for George Kittle this week.
And I bet you it was intentional. Here come the conspiracy theories. They intentionally did nothing last week so that he could go off this week.
Last week was National Running Back Day, which I guess is now a thing. And what did they do that game? They just ran the ball with CMC. They had Kittle blocking like a maniac, and Kittle, even after the game, was raving about CMC. Kittle's weak this week. Do not bench George Kittle.
No. All right, Andreas Sabral needs 2, 2, and 2 and a tight end. Pickens, Olave, Shakir, Mims, Dobbins, Dalla, Warren, Kamara, Monangai, and of course you're starting Kittle. And Baker.
Baker at QB. I'm actually gonna go Shakir Olave at wide receiver. I'm gonna go Dobbins. Running back's tough, actually. I think I have to go Dobbins, Kamara at running back, and then I'm gonna flex Pickens.
Sounds good. And then, Baker. I know Baker popped up in the injury report. I mean, if he plays, you play him. If not, you could pivot to either of those guys, but just say Baker for now. It's time for Dripping with Joy. Running back, Vidal, Dallas Stevenson, or Chase Brown. Is it Vidal?
I'm going to go Vidal, and I'm going to go T at wide receiver.
Yeah, if you're only picking one of those, we like T. Higgins a lot this week, as you'll find out. Assuming you watch every single video. Carlos Z now have my B team in because of the apocalypse. The op has Taylor, H.N., and Jamar Chase. That's not a good feeling. All right, so you're going to counter with either Henderson, Algier, or DK.
Let's just put Algier in against the Dolphins. Hope for the best. Some weeks are like that.
Yeah.
What can you do?
Yeah. Without going through the whole list, because we want to make sure we get all these questions in, you could check the waiver wire. Tez Johnson is somebody with upside, maybe. But if you're already down to like DK, then probably not. Zachary Mudd, what's up, Zachary? Oh, well, thank you. Appreciate you. I know we got the membership. You're in the Draft Lane leagues. All right. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Always appreciate Juice with the helpful advice. Thank you for that insight.
Not sure Taysom's gonna make that video. We'll see. Never know. Maybe I'll find something where I'm like, hey, look, maybe.
There's only one way to find out. Bobby had a trade offer. My Jefferson and Javante for their Gibbs and AJB. Ooh.
Oh man, I don't think so. Gibbs, Jefferson, okay, but Javante, AGB, I think you just gotta prefer Javante at this point. He's been so good. I think I'm gonna take Jefferson, keep Jefferson and Javante.
Yeah, I mean, this feels fair in terms of value, but yeah, I think I want the Jefferson side still. Raul Gomez. Needs a wide receiver, tight end, and a flex. QJ Waddle, Judy, Andrews, Ertz.
Wide receiver two. You're gonna go Waddle at wide receiver. I'm gonna go Ertz at tight end, and I'm gonna flex QJ.
And are you asking if Travis Hunter is worth a stash? Yes, go get it right now. Absolutely. Also have Rico Pacheco, worth trading Kyron for what?
Well,
trading away Kyron? No, not if you have to rely on Rico.
Sure, if you're getting something really good, but not like actively trading away Kyron.
Andrea, what's up, Andrea? We don't know yet for sure. We have a lot of questions about like Texans and Schultz. We don't know. He's in the protocol. He's have to pass. This is why we stream. Of course, you know this. I'm just telling everybody else. Saturday, come back and check with us. Injury report Sunday morning, 3-hour shows both days. So we'll let you know. Sosa, Sam, Ferg, or Kincaid?
I think you got to go Ferg. I can't bench Ferg.
Testing my loyalty. I guess you have to go Ferg. What about NTY? Always on the Draft Lane app as well. Appreciate that. Dobbs, Mims, Downs, Terry, 2.
Well, it sounds like Terry's playing, so I'm going to go Terry and Dobbs. If for some reason Terry's out, I'll go Mims and Dobbs.
All right. Also NTY, Baker or Cool Joe?
Baker.
Yeah, Baker. I think he'll play. I know he's banged up. I think he'll play. Got the super sticker from Sebastian. Thank you, Sebastian.
Thank you.
We'll keep it moving. See if Sebastian has a question. What's up, Live Wire? So, traded Chuba, Rico, and Caleb for Drake May and Ricky Pearsall.
I mean, you can't feel good. Who knows when Pearsall's even going to be back? I don't know. I guess it's fine. We'll see. Hopefully Ricky plays.
I like getting May over Caleb. It's a slight upgrade. And then, I mean, look, I'm going to try to stay optimistic. If Pearsall is back by like week 10 at least, could be a win. Jedi Koth. Okay, so tonight, Keenan or Addison? I think we've been leaning Addison, correct?
Yeah, Addison.
All right, now it's your big Uncle John.
Okay.
With a big thumbs up. All right. Well,
you have a great chance of making the playoffs. No doubt about it. You're going to make the playoffs for sure.
You know what? I've had many teams where I started 1-6 and then won the championship. At least made the playoffs. Yeah, the playoffs is easy. So, I mean, you got this.
We are at the 9-minute mark. We probably need to start rapid firing these things if we're going to get it done.
All right, Around the Fur, great album still. All is well. Tight end premium.
Nah, I think even in tight end premium, I got to go Ted.
Yeah, not feeling great about Fannin this week. Julio, Dak, Lamar. I think we still got Lamar.
Lamar plays Lamar.
Yeah. Jedi Koth, Rico, or Aaron Jones?
Rico.
Jeez. Dark City, Waddler, Swift in half.
Swift.
Yeah, I think Swift is going to get a good amount of run. All right, Parallel Earth, who gifted the memberships. Thank you again for that. Trade offer,
Nah,
Judkins,
nah. This is a
Kincaid,
terrible offer.
Gainwell. No,
This is
that's not
terrible.
fair.
Keep Judkins. Keep Judkins.
That's not fair. And by the way, thank you, Uncle John. Got the
Thank you.
membership too. I know he posted his team. I definitely would have to be lying to you to say you're going to make the playoffs, but if we have more time, we will go over it. Maybe you can stick around after the game kicks off. Scott Fuller, Javante and Pickens for Jamar and Kelsey, like a trade.
Probably just. I don't know. Is this enough just to get Jamar?
I'm taking Jamar's side.
All right, take Jamar. Do it. Take Jamar.
I'm doing this just to get Jamar. Yeah. Real quick, Alpha Gator USA, Mason or Vidal. We're going Vidal.
Yep.
CJ De La Cruz. So pick 2, Terry Jennings Worthy. I'm gonna say not Jennings.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Terry and Worthy if Nico doesn't play.
ASAP Wolf. What's up? Drop Pollard for Pacheco.
Sure. No problem with that.
I mean, you can drop Pollard, and I don't think you'll regret it too much. Okay, possible last-minute change for P. Jennings or Aaron Jones?
Just give me Aaron Jones. Just give me Aaron Jones. I haven't said yes to Aaron Jones yet. Let's say yes to Aaron Jones.
Yeah, seriously, Jennings, like what? It's going to be all Kittle and CMC. All right, Ethan Struby here is the squad. Man, this is 2 and 5.
All right, we need a QB, 2 running back, 2 wide receivers, a tight end, and 2 flexes. All right, Hurts at QB. You got Hall. Okay, well, hold on. Hall, JK. You got can't play Amon-Ra. He's on bye. Okay, everybody's all mixed in here. Yeah, Brees Hall, JK is fine. AJ Brown. Oh my goodness. Who are your wide receivers? You can't even. I guess Dobbs, AJ Brown, and Dobbs. I guess are your wide receivers.
Oh, yeah, Amon-Ra's on bye.
You need 2 flexes. You need 2 flexes. I mean, Kraft's got to be your tight end. I mean, are we flexing Luther Burden? I mean, yeah, you can drop Ridley, pick up Leggett because you might need to play him this week, honestly.
Yeah, flex Leggett.
Yeah.
Flex Leggett. All right, Sean Pittman, Dart or Wentz?
Dart. Definitely Dart.
Bo Nix or Drake May? That's tougher.
That is tough. Nix has a better matchup, but Drake May's been so good. I think I got to go May still.
Yeah, Nix has that ceiling. Like if you want to shoot for the big game for whatever reason, Nix. But if it's my team, I'm playing May probably. Eli Kibrick, Mason or Rico?
Rico.
All right, Rico it is. Abraham, Feinstock, McConkey, Pittman, Diggs, or QJ?
I'm going to go Diggs.
Yeah, we like Diggs a lot based on the matchup. You'll find out if you watch a certain video. Ray Mamatza, Schultz or Gadsden?
I would probably pick up Schultz because, I mean, man, if Kirk and Nico are out, Schultz could really have a big game. Worst case, if somehow those guys play, I'm sure there's some other tight end you can just roll with.
I don't want to take a chance on Schultz. Could be a big game.
Yep.
And then Chris. It's just Chris. AJ or Ladd?
I think you got to go AJ. The only reason I might steer away is because he hasn't practiced this week. So, look, if like AJ sits and you have nobody really good, then you might just have to play Ladd tonight because AJ Brown has not practiced yet this week. Although I still think it still sounds like he's going to play.
Yeah, maybe it's just safer to go Ladd. I'm fine with Ladd. Edgar Padilla in standard. Would you move from Kyron to Saquon?
I don't think so. I think I would just prefer Kyron at this point.
Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Trade Adams for Dobbins?
I don't know. Adams, even in standard, has touchdown upside. I might be okay with Adams.
Yeah, exactly. In standard, this is actually Adams gets a bump because he gets touchdowns. All right, Jonathan Jefferson, Gadsden, or Mason Taylor?
I think you got to see what Gadsden can do.
Mr. Rivers, are you flexing Taylor or Gadsden over Woody or Rico?
I don't think over Rico. I think I would just go with Rico.
Yeah. All right, make sure we get the super chats in. GMAC, Tez, or Jalen Noel?
I think I just go Tez either way.
Oh, all right. Sebastian. All right, here's Sebastian. Looking for flex Otten, Tez, Pierce, Marks, Donald, Stevenson.
If it's PPR, I'll go Tez. If it's non-PPR, I'll go Dowdle.
Christian, Aaron Jones, Jalen Warren, or Kamara needs an RB2 and the flex. So who sits?
I'm gonna go Kamara. Yeah, I'm gonna go Kamara and Warren. I'm gonna sit Aaron.
Yeah,
Jones.
you can sit Aaron Jones here with these guys. And just to make sure, is this the same exact question?
Yeah, but then he also said Knicks or Flacco. Let's go Knicks. Waiver Goddard, Aaron Jones. Well, I would only pick up Goddard if he's going to be your tight end. I'm not going to flex Goddard.
All right, Sebastian. So hopefully you got that answer in. And then here's Ethan. This is a different team that's doing much better, thankfully.
Good.
Got offered Josh Allen and Kyron for Gibbs. You'd have to give up Gibbs.
I don't think so. Caleb's fine. I'm sure there's other decent QBs. Do I really want to do this just to get Allen? I mean, look, you're getting Allen and Kyron. It's not horrible, but I don't know.
No, it's fair. It's not bad. I don't know. I don't know if I would want to give up Gibbs because I don't feel so great about your RBs that. Wait a minute. Oh no, I was like, you have Taylor? No, I think that's Mason Taylor.
Yeah,
it's
probably Mason Taylor.
You got JK. It's okay. I don't know. All right, how about right now? Hunter Collins, Vidal, or Rico?
Vidal, right under the gun here.
Yep, we got 1 minute left, I think. If you got questions for tonight, we'll try to get them in real quick. How about G for Gamer Kid? Always on here. QJ or Keenan?
Keenan.
Yep, like Keenan. Let's see. This Sand can only start 2. Judkins, QJ, Tet.
Well, the game just started. I would go Judkins, QJ, but I don't know what you did.
Yeah. All right. So the game is on. That means we're off. We're out until Saturday. We'll be back on Saturday and Sunday. So anybody here who, Quincy, we're going to go Vidal. Hopefully you can get him in your lineup. It's not too late, or keep him in your lineup. Thank you, everybody, for being on here. And don't forget all the injury updates for the weekend because things will change. So catch us on Saturday, which means if you want to turn on notifications, you know when we go live. But even if you don't, hit subscribe, right? Click that button. Takes a second. Definitely helps us out. And don't forget to hit the like button on your way out. Thank you for the reminder, Mr. Rivers. And thank you all our members, all the super chats, everybody just for watching, just for hanging out with us. And of course, you got anything going on tonight in your lineup, good luck to you. But most important of all, enjoy the game, right? Have some fun. And we'll see you on Saturday. All right. So it's going to be 1 o'clock Eastern, 12 Central, 10 Pacific. All right. We'll see you then.